handy and just take a few breaths up. We'll warm up the body with 3 breaths up. Good morning. Waking up the breathing, waking up the body up. Really good. And now we're going to take our bands, take our bands overhead like this Y of our arms. Now we're going to pull the band down to about the chest and pull out and down at the same time. Good. Your band goes right in front of your nose to the chest. Now if you would care to add on, hello, we're going to lift our heels at the same time that we pull our band down. Good. And then each of your metatarsal heads, each of your toes has equal weight. Go up. There's a length in your knee. It's also soft. The knees are soft. And exhale. Let's take 5 more. We're all together now. 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. Hello. Hello from Michigan. Hi. And then you're going to step on, hi Amy, hi everybody, hi. This is a bicep curl. Now you can stand on your band with 1 heel in the middle, or if you need 2 heels, that's a little harder. Hello, everybody's coming in now. Hi Jean. Hello everybody. So if you have your dynaband or your elastic tubing handy, we've put 1 heel in the middle, or 2 heels in the middle if you need more tension. So it can depend on your band. All right, we're tall. The shoulder blades are down the back. We're breathing in the nose and out of the nose. There's that coffee, Amy, yummy. It's the best to have coffee in the morning and get some healthy movement in at the same time. I love it. Try 3 more. Try 2. And then 1. Wonderful, guys. Now step off. Take your dynaband around your upper back, around the scapula. Your palms face up. I also like to catch a little extra slack here. Now we're going to do a little pattern. So we're going to push out, and then when we come back in, we're going to push forward. So 1 will be wide, and 1 will be forward, and 1 will be wide. Now we're going to go back to adding on legs as an option. So if you care to add on, you can lift up your heels and then go out and come in. So as you do this, you're breathing in your nose and through your nose on the exhale. Good. Your shoulder blades are down the back. At any moment, you can move your head freely. There's no tension in the neck, no tension in the upper traps. All right, let's do 5 more of these patterns, and 4 more. You're lengthening your elbows on each the out and the narrow. Let's do 2 more patterns here. Exhale. Your neck is easy and free, and 1 more. Very good job. And then we're going to stand on the band. Usually 2 heels is a good one. If you feel like it's too hard, stand with 1 heel. So I'm going to stand 2 heels in the middle. I just check that the lengths are the same. Stand tall, let your elbows go out. And notice how I've angled my wrist or my hands so that there's no tension in the wrist. So your forearms and your wrists are in a line, no tension in the neck. You're breathing in and out. Good. Your elbows are higher than your hands. See if you can feel your shoulders and your biceps, but not the neck. Let's try 10 more here. Good, Jean. 10, knees soft. 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good job. Let's grab a sip and meet back for some triceps. This one band is going to be behind the skull. The other end of your band is going to be around your low back. And you're going to push your top arm up towards the sky. Let me show you from the side. The bottom hand is just keeping the band in place like an anchor. Top arm is getting stronger or lengthening. Good, 6, 7. When your arms are overhead, you have a little bit of ab tone. 8, 9, 10. Now shoot for 10 more. And if you need to modify, just give yourself more slack. 7, 6, good. Jawline parallel to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Other side, hand up, one hand. All right, now we're gonna push out, push up. 2, so this is the back of the arm. 3, and leave your elbow high. 4, so it's not gonna come out, it's gonna try to stay high. 5, yeah, just 6. Keep the upper arm pointing up. 7, 8, 9, lengthen. 10, we have 10 more. Breathe in and out. Letting your rib cage expand, the belly expand, the diaphragm. And up. All right, try 5 more. 4, should feel like it's getting fatigued here at those final reps, but that you have good form. Everything I see looks good. Nice job. Now we're gonna take that out. And this is going to be like a V or a Y. Go up and back. Now this is a stretch, so this isn't resistance training, but the shoulders love this kind of flexibility. If it's too hard, one trick is to stretch the band where it's harder, like behind your back in a Y, or just walk your hands further apart. So this is dynamic mobility. Now we're going to hold a few of these places. So find one of the places that felt really good. I've got my arms roughly in a Y pattern. Breathe in fully. This is to help the posture. Now try an inch lower. Breathe in fully. Good. It's almost like you've walked through a door and your hands are on the door jamb. Now walk a little bit lower, an inch lower. Breathe in. You got it. And exhale, let that go. Now I'm gonna have a seat, but we're also gonna just have another band nearby. So I've got one medium and one heavy. So actually I'm gonna grab one more just in case. It's always nice to have it. The other trick is just to change your hands to create a different intensity. Now I'm gonna choose my heaviest band. Another trick is to use 2 bands and catch it around my feet. I'm going to cross it like an X, walk my hands forward. So I don't have my hands on the handles, I have them on the tubing. And we're going to pull the elbows past the rib cage. This is the strong, wonderful back, one of our favorite muscle groups to work. 5, this helps keep the body upright. 6, and the back healthy. 7, 8, good. 9, and you're rowing. Good. So if you're going to be kayaking this summer, this is a great exercise. And 13, good, Betty, that looks great. 14, I love the posture I'm seeing. 15, the ears in line with the shoulder, is in line with the middle rib, is in line with the hip. Try 4 more. Good, your jaw's parallel to the floor. You're breathing in and out. Try 3 more. Love it. 2, and then 1. Now, very similar, we're going to rotate and pull one arm. So the other arm now, rotate and pull. You're turning your torso as if your sternum is sunshine. You're following the horizon with that light, turning. Exhale. We know that rotation helps with posture preservation. So we're adding rotation and turn. All right, try 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to get rid of this one and choose a lighter band, because this one's pretty heavy, and put it around the feet. Cross the band like an X. Place the elbows beside your ribs so I can feel my torso. My arms are on my torso. And just let me turn to face you, just my forearms are opening up. This is external rotation. This is in almost every shoulder rehab exercise. Notice I'm not lifting my shoulders, they're down the back. And exhale, that is it. Great, Amy, looks good. And we'll do our breathing. Sometimes it's easy to hold the breath, so we're gonna just send that cue across our mind. Make sure that we're breathing in the nose, out the nose. Try 5 more. 5. This is the posterior deltoid, teres minor, infraspinatus, all these little muscles that are important for shoulder health. Take 2 more. Now we're gonna uncross that and just kind of get some tension. This is an informal release of tension, and you're making sure that there's no tension building up in the body other than where we want those muscles to work. I've now opened up my band so it's no longer crossed. Open up your arms like the letter T, although just slightly lower than your shoulders. If you have any neck issues, you might actually like lower. Yeah, so make sure you feel good, Amy, in your little neck. Yep, 5. Yeah. Now, the wrists are soft, the elbows are soft. There's no extreme extension or flexion. Yeah, try 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let go of the band altogether. We're gonna take a stretch called the rack pose. Go up, and then let your fingers face away from you. Go up and let your fingers face away from you. Now I'm not very heavy on my arms, I'm very light on the hands. I'm gonna lift the torso, and you're mindful of your chin. I've got an imaginary pomegranate underneath the chin, so I'm not throwing my head back. Breathe into your heart, your ribs, your chest. Inhale. And then exhale to come back, and we're gonna grab a sip of whatever you've got this morning, and then we'll come back. And one more exercise seated, a low, I've got a medium band, a low pull. So pretend that you're just barely trying to, I'm gonna turn this way. You're making your hands just barely above the floor so they don't run into it. The arms are beside your hips. Your crown is tall. You're feeling a little abdominal pull in as you breathe, as you pull. Good. Yep, that's a girl. All right. There she is. Take 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Really good. Now we're going to be standing up. So one fitness challenge I'd like to give you is to stand up without using your hands. You could do this anyway. One is crisscross applesauce, or you could put a foot in front, and the goal is to try not to use your hands. If you have to use your hands, just count that and see if you can get that number lower next time. Now we're gonna add a medium band. Good, Shireen. And we're gonna take our foot on top of the band. So I've got, for example, my right heel and my right hand, so it's the same side. Now we're gonna go out to the side. A lot of times we don't know how much tension we need, so feel free to adjust. So if I want more tension, I'll just make that band a little longer. Good. And notice we're trying to keep our body upright. Also notice your hands in your peripheral vision. You can see your hand. It's not drifting behind you. Good. You want to feel your shoulder, but you don't want to feel your neck. Your wrist is long. Yeah, you might like the yellow, Julie. Yep, because this is a long lever, this arm's long. Good. We're not doing the elbow bending. Now we're gonna try 15 on the other side. So left heel, left arm, go out, and it's okay if you have to adjust the tension. You're gonna be seeing your hand in your peripheral vision. So it's just slightly ahead of your body. That's called the scapular plane. The shoulder feels safer there, is safer there. Good. 8, 9, good. 10, we've got 5 more. 11, neck is easy. You can move it freely at any moment. 13, 14. Let's do a front raise. Now your other heel, your other hand. Go forward. Now this is going to be about 90 degrees, parallel to the floor. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, you're tall. 8, 9, 10. Now we're doing 5 more. Notice that we're not really going over shoulder height. We've got it just below shoulder height. And if you have any shoulder issues, you could even do a little lower. Try 15 on the other side. We're touching those shoulder muscles. Heel and pull forward. Your body stays square, and it's going to be tempted to turn, but you're going to keep it square. Wrists long. Good. Breathing in and out. 6. I've got a little bit of ab tone here for stability, like a 5% contraction. 7. That way I'm not getting in the back. 8, 9, 10. We've got 5 more. 11, 12, you're contracting your shoulder. 13, but not the neck. 14 and 15. Really good. Let's grab a sip and then grab some hand weights that you could do bicep curls to. So probably anywhere from 5 to 10. And take a bicep curl that serves your wrist and your elbows. So I'm going to offer supinated, the palm facing up. But let's say that you have something going on with your elbow or your wrist that you need to modify. Another thing you could do is a hammer. So I want you to find what's working best for you. You know your joints. The muscles should be feeling work, but the joints should feel very happy. Knees soft. So sometimes you'll see I'll bend my knees just to make sure I'm not hyperextending them or bending them backwards. Neck easy. Controlling up, controlling down. Good. Try 10 more. 11. Good. I like that control. 12. You're not letting them bend backwards. 13. Good. 14. Breathing in and out. 15. The arms should start to be feeling some challenge. 16. And if it's too hard, you just grab a lighter weight and you can do that. 2 more. 2. Now we're going to lower those down. So I'm going to, yeah, that's another trick, is to do alternating. We're going to lower those down. And I want to give you a one-legged balance because this is for glute medius. So this is really important for preventing falls and for back care. So here's the tree pose. Correct. You could do this. You could take I love shoulder openers because it's such an easy joint to go forward if we don't intervene. So I'm going to add a cow face arm. Good. Breathe. Now a little challenge you could do is, while you're in this tree pose, is take your arms out, hands to the heart prayer pose. Nice. Lower that foot. Beautiful. Lift and spread your toes. Take your other foot up. All right, this is tree. Now you could lift. Another idea is you could take a reverse, the other cow face, the other side. You're tall. Your glute medius is balancing you to where your hips are level. You're not kicking your hip out. That's really important for back care. And the shoulder stretch we're doing is important for preventing forward rounded shoulders, which is also important for neck and low back care. All right, now the trick you could do is, while you're still standing in a tree pose with your legs, you'll take your hands to the heart. Nice job. Lower that down. Wonderful. Now we're going to add on a lateral raise. So this is a lighter weight than that bicep most likely. So maybe you could think about 3 to 6 pounds. And we're going to go, got a knee soft stance. You got it, Shereen. That's exactly right. You're going to go out and good. We'll grab a sip of coffee after this. 2, 3, 4, and again, I'm not going any higher than shoulder. If you have a shoulder issue and you notice some kind of echo in your arm or your shoulder, then you can decrease the height as well. Your wrist looks solid and long. You've got control on the way up and control on the way down. Good. The neck is free. You can move it at any moment. Good. And out. And 15. And you see your hands in your peripheral vision. They're not, the hands are not drifting behind you. Good. 16. You're doing great. 17. 18. 19. 20. Now we're going to let that go. Really good job. And we're going to take a possible one of two stretches. You can do this hands behind you or namaste reverse. And if you care to add on that tree pose that we were working on, you can lift up a foot and do a glute med balance. Breathe in, inhale. Nice job, guys. And then we'll do the other side. You're going to keep that open shoulder position and try tree and open up the chest. Breathe in. You got it. Yep, I like it. Good, Karen. Way to get right back on it. And then you're going to lower that foot down. Now this is Qigong. This is called knocking on the door of life. And you're just swaying your body right and left. It helps to calm the activity on the right and left side of the brain anytime you cross the midline like this. 3, you're releasing tension. 2, and then grab a sip of your drink, coffee or whatever you're having, and then we'll meet back here. And we're going to do a front raise. So you're probably 3 to 6 pounds, somewhere in there. Go forward. Go forward. Good. And 3, 4, 5. You got it. 6. Now I'm going to just show from the side so that you notice I'm not going any higher than my shoulder. I really enjoy high benefit, low risk movements. And I don't have any shoulder issues. And I don't want any of us to. So that's why I'm just kind of erring on that side of high benefit, low risk. Listen to your body though. If you need to have it an inch lower than I'm showing, do that. If you're getting tired, you can always change your hand weights out to a lower weight as well. That's a neat trick. Or I love that you can do alternating. Good, Amy. I love those tricks. So any kind of trick that keeps us moving healthily, all in. 3, 2, 1. Now lower that down. And I'm going to offer us 1 plank and 1 back extension. These are muscles that help us in the center like the hub of a bike. So you can come down and you're going to go to your forearms and to your toes. But if you would like to, you can go to your forearms and your knees. That would be a modification. Now hold here. Feel your belly in. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now rest your pelvis and put your hands beside your hips. You're not using your hands on the floor. They're off the floor. Lift up your back and then lift up your toes. Your shins are off the floor too. Now breathe. This is your back strength. This is the back muscles. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Inhale, and on your exhale, either take a child's pose or a down dog, whatever stretch you need. So this is a down dog, or you can bend the knees and do a child's pose. Now we're going to take a chest press, but what you could also do is a modification or a different move is do a push-up. So you choose. This is going to be a heavier weight. I'd say 5 to 10. Now your hand weights are in your hand. You're lying down. Oh, I need to move my dynaband. All right. Your feet are on the floor. I really like that cue because it keeps your ribs down. Push your arms up, and the one end of each hand weight, they touch. They just give each other a little kiss, a little peck. Now inhale and exhale, push. Now find a pattern that works for your shoulder. So you don't have to be at 90 degrees humerus to torso. You could be a little lower like I am. Your head's on the mat, your feet are on the mat, your ribs are on the mat. Your exhale helps you push the hand weights up. And remember, another modification, I don't see anyone doing it, but if you needed to, you could always do a push-up on the wall or push-ups on your knees. Inhale and exhale. Now take 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let that down, and I'm going to give us a lower body stretch, right ankle to left thigh, hands underneath the thigh. I have a strong urge and intuition, even though I don't normally do lower body stretches on this class. I just have an urge, so we're going to do it. And then see how that feels for you. This is a great stretch for your back as well and your hip. Take it to the other side, ankle to thigh. Reach your hand through. I like to add a little rock. Maybe even you want to move your ankles. Let it all go. Let this be your time to rejuvenate. Take an inhale. Now on your exhale, take your left leg really long on the floor and take your right knee over, knee down twist. Your left hand can be on that thigh. Your right arm can go out like a T or a Y. This is a upper back, lower back, hip stretch. This is a lot of stretch for one move. I love this one. I hope you enjoy it. Take an inhale, and we're going to do the other side, a twist. Right leg long, left knee over, and your hand can be on that knee, and your gaze can be towards the left arm that's out like a Y or a T. And gently come back to hug your legs in. And then you could put your hands underneath your thighs and use your abdominals to come up to seated. We're going to take a lateral flexion, go up and over. This class goes really fast. Take another inhale, go up and over. And then just take a moment to sit in an easy posture, meaning you're not working at it. Everything's calm, as if the bones are so easily stacked that your body is just here. And we're going to breathe in a focus, an intention of focus. And we are the director of our attention. Today I'm going to look for things to appreciate. I'm going to look for things about my body, mind, and spirit to appreciate, anything in my immediate world to appreciate, anything in the views around me to appreciate. I know that I can be a good focuser on the things that are going to help my body. So we're going to body, mind, and spirit. So we're going to make an intention of focusing on looking for the good, looking for appreciations throughout the day with so much appreciation to you. Thank you guys so much. Thank